Fucking Jesus. Thank you. Front Row MMA here at BAMMA 14 with Max Nunes making your middleweight debut and successfully against Ion Pascu. Is that the type of fight you expected, first off? Were you expecting kind of that war for...
Yeah, I was expecting to get hurt. I was expecting to feel pain. He's a tough guy. They didn't give me no bum in my first middleweight fight. He was supposed to fight for the title. Scott got injured. I knew they wanted someone. I said, I'll fight him. And,
You say he was there. Well, we saw the power in his hands against Jack Marshman, but it seemed to me that you had the game plan to counter that for most of the fight. Was it to keep your distance and clinch as and when?
Yeah, pretty much. Keep the distance, and then when we got close, clinch him, because he's a power puncher, so I wanted to keep him up against the cage, make his arms tired, and I felt that in the second and third round, he didn't have as much punching power as in the first round, so the plan worked.
I have to ask the question because, you know, a Max Nunes fight, I think people expect that first round finish, that brawl. When the crowd starts to get a bit frustrated with you executing a good game plan, does that bother you at all, or are you in your own moment when you're there?
I heard it before. It would have bothered me because, like, I want that first round finish, but you can't finish everyone in the first round. Sometimes you got to just, like, in a lack of a word, like, just forget about the crowd and do what you need to do to get the job done. At the end of the day, I got the win. I got the 12 on my record now. So
I've got to ask the question, and I hope it doesn't come across the wrong way, but, you know, your last fight against Jason Jones, it was your first defeat. Was that the catalyst for the move to middleweight, or was that always on the cards anyway?
That was always on the cards. Win or lose, I was going to go to middleweight after Jason. But then especially, like, after losing to Jason, it just proved that I'm too small. Like, he took me down. First of all, it was like my worst performance ever. He took me down, even though I can get up from, like, most of my fights when I'm being taken down, I can get up. I couldn't do, like, anything. He was just so strong. I managed to get up the first round, and the second round, like, I couldn't get up.
Sorry, was that a big learning curve for you? Was that a moment where you knew you had to make an evolution?
Yeah, I was too small. Like, even though I'm tall, I weighed like 94 kilos. Like, when I fight, I weigh like 94, 95 kilos. And, you know, let's put it this, the most of the light heavyweights don't weigh 94 kilos.
How did this weight cut go then? It's the first time, and it's, you know, again, it's in a high-profile match because arguably it was for the #1 contendership. How did that weight cut go? Was it as brutal as you thought it would be? Were parts of it easier than you thought?
It was probably the worst thing I've ever done. It was hard because I've never done it before. At worst, like, I'll cut 1 or 2 kilos, like that's nothing. I'll just not have breakfast or anything like that. But this one, I think I cut like 12, 13 kilos in like 2 weeks. It was tough, especially like the last kilo I had to cut before the weigh-in. But thank God I had, like, Fred who was helping me cut the weight, so I wasn't by myself. And then Dean, he planned the weight cut all from the beginning. So.
And you have Danny Arano, Cortani Mitchell working with you as well. How much cheesecake has he been eating while you've been cutting weight?
Not that I've seen, but we're probably going to eat some cheesecake now, I think.
Look, Max, before we let you go, a great performance, and I suppose BAMMA's middleweights need to watch out now. Before we let you go, who do you want to give a shout out to? What sponsors would you like to thank?
Thank all my sponsors, MMA Plus, Bad Boy, Ben Daly, Alliance, All-Star Training Center in Stockholm, Nico Shiptak, Dean Amesinger, Fred, Danny, Eamon, everyone.
Max, it's a pleasure to watch your work. Congratulations, and we'll look forward to seeing you fight again. Thank you, sir.